Victoria, please.
Thank you, Victoria.
Victoria, please.
Okay, let's get right into it. On the surface, what we're looking at is just a simple birthday post. You know, a dad wishing his son a happy birthday. But when that family is the Beckhams, a single Instagram message can be so much more. It's like a public olive branch in what has become a really deep, really messy family fracture. We are going to unpack the whole explosive story behind this one little birthday wish.
Happy birthday, Bust. So simple, right? It sounds so loving. David Beckham using his son Brooklyn's childhood nickname, but you have to understand, this is anything but a normal birthday greeting. This is actually the very first time his parents have reached out publicly, and it comes 6 weeks after Brooklyn dropped an absolute bombshell of a statement, basically cutting all ties with them.
So you're probably wondering, how on earth did we get here? Well, in this explainer, we're going to look at that coordinated birthday message first. Then we'll hit rewind and go back to the bombshell statement that really kicked this all off. We'll get into the shocking allegations from Brooklyn's wedding, a growing pattern of him just not being there, and finally, this really striking tale of how the family seems to treat its two sons so differently.
Flipped quick on a crowded set. Old grudges dressed in legal coats. They call it truth like a sharpened blade. I taste metal, but I don't break. Clock on the wall barely seems to move. Counsel whispers, threats of truce. They offer peace like poison wrapped in careful, clever lines. I look at you, you shake your head, and I declare we walk out, hand in hand, out of court.
All right, let's kick things off with the event that's got everybody talking right now. On March 4th, for Brooklyn's 27th birthday, his parents broke a 6-week public silence with what really feels like a very, very carefully coordinated message of love.
Now this is where it gets really interesting. You have to look at who participated, and more importantly, who didn't. David and Victoria, they were totally in sync. His brother Romeo posted a photo, but, and this is pretty telling, with zero caption, just the picture. The grandparents even made a point to include Brooklyn's wife, Nicola. But the really glaring absence here, the youngest brother, Cruz. He was completely silent. It's like you can literally see the family's battle lines being drawn right here on social media.
So, to really get why a simple birthday wish is such a huge deal, we have to go back 6 weeks. We have to look at the root of this entire public fallout. Back in January, Brooklyn went on Instagram, but it wasn't with a happy photo. It was with a shocking 6-page statement that just laid all of the family's private drama completely bare. And boom, there it is. This is the absolute core of his argument. Brooklyn is basically claiming that the perfect happy family image that we all see, it's just that, an image. He's calling their social media posts performative, their relationships inauthentic. He's pretty much accusing his parents of building a public facade instead of a real, genuine family connection. And the allegations were just sweeping and incredibly severe. He didn't just say his parents cared more about their brand. No, he claimed they actively tried to sabotage his marriage, that they planted lies about him in the media, and that they even sent his own brothers to attack him online.
Panic down, two silhouettes, leaving midtown now. Fluorescent buzz, cold air, hot blood, 6 hours under that hardwood crest.
I mean, this wasn't just a family argument. This was a full-on declaration of war.
And according to Brooklyn, there was no single event where these tensions boiled over more dramatically than at his own wedding to Nicola Peltz. He goes on to detail this series of events that he says were basically designed to undermine and humiliate him and his new wife on what should have been their most special day.
Okay, let's just break this down, because it is wild. First up, the dress. He claims his own mother, Victoria Beckham, a world-famous fashion designer, backed out of making his fiancé's wedding dress at the very last minute. Then, the seating chart. An argument over where to seat their grandmothers allegedly led to his mother calling him evil. And then we get to the most shocking claim of all, which involves the first dance. That's how Brooklyn described the moment. The moment his mother allegedly hijacked his planned first dance with his wife, Nicola. He says that in front of 500 guests, his mother was waiting for him on the stage, not his bride, and then danced inappropriately with him. He claims the whole experience was so humiliating that they actually want to renew their vows just to create new, better memories.
They call it truth like a sharpened blade. I taste metal, but I don't break. Clock on the wall barely seems to move. Council whispers, threats of truce. They offer peace like poison wrapped in careful, clever lines. I look at you, you shake your head, and I declare we walk out, hand in hand, out of court, past the murmurs, past the door. They can write their bitter stories, we will write a better world. Let them circle, let them shout, let the devil echo out. I just need your
So, this all leads to the central conflict, the crucial point. Brooklyn genuinely believes that his family's love is conditional. He's alleging that to be a real part of the family, you have to play the game. You have to participate in what he calls the brand Beckham machine, which means showing up for photo ops and going to press events no matter what's really going on behind the scenes. And look, this conflict, it's not exactly new. While that public statement was the big explosion, the fuse had clearly been burning for a long, long time. And you can see it in this really clear pattern of Brooklyn and Nicola just not showing up to major family events.
And this timeline just lays it all out so brilliantly. I mean, we're not just talking about missing one little get-together. They missed David's massive 50th birthday bash. They were total no-shows for Victoria's huge Netflix documentary premiere. They weren't there when David was honored by the royal family at Windsor Castle. And most recently, they skipped all the parties for his brother Cruz's 21st birthday. The estrangement was clear way before it ever went public.
And speaking of Cruz, the contrast between how the family publicly treats their youngest son versus their eldest, it's just staggering. Just 2 weeks before Brooklyn got that carefully watched birthday post, the family was throwing multiple, over-the-top, extravagant parties for Cruz. Just look at this comparison. It says it all. While Brooklyn is on the outs making these public allegations, Cruz is being celebrated with these huge parties and getting praised with these heartwarming speeches. And while Brooklyn is accusing his family of being controlling, his father is publicly calling Cruz fiercely loyal. You can't help but read between the lines there, right?
And here it is, the exact quote. David's birthday message for Cruz is absolutely glowing, but that one phrase, fiercely loyal to your family, I mean, come on, it feels like so much more than just a compliment. In the context of this massive public feud with his other son, it totally reads like a direct and very pointed shot at Brooklyn's actions.
Your name on their tongues like it's evidence. Misread scenes turn to sediment. I feel the room lean in every stairway I drive. You squeeze my hand under the table, pull me back. We walk out hand in hand, out of court, past the murmurs, past the doors. They can write their bitter stories, we will write a better world. Let them circle, let them shout, let the gavel echo out. I just need your steady fingers laced with mine when we walk out. Script flipped quick on a crowded set. Old grudges dressed in legal coats. They call it truth like a sharpened blade. I taste metal, but I don't break. Clock on the wall.
So that brings us right back to where we started. 6. It has been 6 weeks since Brooklyn's statement just detonated this family drama. 6 weeks of total public silence. And these birthday posts? They are the very first signal, the first public gesture of any kind from his parents towards their oldest son. Which of course brings us to the ultimate question, the one we're all left with. Is this a genuine attempt to heal a really broken family? Or is it, as Brooklyn himself would probably allege, just another performative social media post designed to manage public perception and, above all else, protect brand Beckham?